Fans in the Midwest, they know this silhouette. They've seen it so many times. Who is diving in the air? Whoever that is well inside the top 5 on our countdown. It's the face of the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
Number 3.
Jaw-dropping stuff from Bobby Witt Jr.
Diving stop, Bobby. Unbelievable. He defies gravity.
Wow. Folks, that's why he wears the gold.
And even his teammates are amazed. What do you even say at this point?
A go-ahead Bobby blast.
I just got goosebumps.
That is just great hitting.
Junior lined him up.
100 home runs to go at 100 stolen bases. He is the heart and hustle of Major League Baseball.
The great ones start their careers playing like Hall of Famers. And this is a group that Bobby Witt Jr. has just welcomed himself into. Look at the names on your screen. 700 or more hits, 150 or more doubles, over 100 home runs in their first 4 big league seasons. Bobby Witt Jr. happens to run a lot faster than the other 3 guys. 148 stolen bases. Bobby, kind enough to join us now on MLB Network. Bobby Witt Jr., back-to-back years as the 3rd best player on the planet. What does a ranking like that mean to you?
Yeah, it's truly an honor. Just being able to, I don't know, be ranked number 3, but also it's motivation just to keep working hard, just to stay up there and just keep getting better each and every year.
You know, Bobby, you're off to a tremendous start in your career, but I'm curious, what are you most proud of, and where do you think you need to improve the most?
Yeah, I think most proud of just where our team's going, where the Kansas City Royals are going. The first 2 years, we lost over 100 games and got back to the playoffs. Last year, we didn't, but I feel like we're going to keep getting better and better. But for me personally, I try to get better at every part of my game. That's just all there is to it. I feel like you're never going to be perfect. So I think there's always room for improvement. So I'm trying to improve defense, offense, speed, get stronger, kind of in everything. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to just kind of keep getting better each and every year because I believe that I will.
Hey, Bobby, as you approach spring training, you look at the roster, how do you get this team over the hump when you get there and you see everybody full squad and you look around and going, this team can do it? How do you do it?
Yeah, I think it's just everyone believing in each other, believing in one another, because we know we have the team that's capable of doing something special. And so it's just matter of just everyone pull on the same string, come together as one, and just kind of do something special in Kansas City.
Your supporting cast is showing up more and more on this countdown. You're one of 4 Kansas City Royals to make the top 100 list. I like Vinny Pasquantino's here. Michael Garcia is getting even more powerful as he ages. When you start looking around outside of yourself, doesn't this group even enhance your performance going forward?
Oh yeah, 100%. All the young guys are going to keep getting better, and Salvi somehow is getting younger and he's getting better. And so it's awesome just to see what we have and what we have in store for years to come. And so I know all the guys are just growing and getting better, learning about themselves, learning about the game more, and we're all growing together in Kansas City. That's what makes this team special.
You know, Bob, when you first broke into the big leagues, you know, you thought the game was going to be a certain way. You grew up around it. You know what it was going to be. What's different? What did you learn along the way that really wasn't what you expected at this point?
Yeah, it comes down to just the grind and how you can prepare yourself each and every night. It's not just one day. You got to take one day at a time approach, but also you got to do it 162 plus times. And so it's knowing your body, knowing your routine, and just making sure you're the most prepared guy on the field. And once you do that, then when the game starts, the rest is kind of in your preparation, and that's all there really is to it now.
Hey, the home ballpark has some dimension adjustments. Have you and the boys been texting about, you know, how that's going to look and how it's going to play?
Yeah, a lot of the hitters are very happy, and the pitchers aren't. But
the pitchers ain't.
Great. And so they're gonna do well no matter what. But yeah, the hitters are great. Salvi was just like, what took it so long? And so, but yeah, no. Yeah, everyone was fired up, and so it's gonna be fun.
Power speed combination players, they're always in the top 10 of our countdown. It's just, you can do it all, right? But I've seen players, as they get a little bit older, kind of pump the brakes on the base stealing. And I'm just wondering, because you're such a dynamic base runner, such a huge part of your game, is that something you'll ever start to simmer down? Or do you really see yourself as a 30, 40, even 50 stolen base guy for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm still getting faster, and so, which is great, but then also I'm learning just how to steal the bases, how to steal third, how to still get better jumps. Like, I've been working on getting better jumps last year, even into this offseason, and just little things like that, and just little cues that I think that I'll become a better base runner, because I look back at my jumps in the past few years. I'm not really great at getting jumps or whatever it is. So I still think there's a lot more improvement for base stealing for me, which is exciting.
So for the Kansas City Royals to get to the postseason this year, the season for Bobby Witt Jr. has to be blank. Fill it in for me.
Ooh, I like that question.
Stay healthy for 162, and just go out there and just try to be myself each and every day. And then hopefully that happens. I don't know. I don't want to set any true like statistic goals or whatever, because once you exceed them, you don't really know where to go after that. So I feel like for our team and everyone, the sky's the limit.
You're an easy guy to root for, man. Yeah. You really, really are. We appreciate your time. Congratulations on this stable ranking of number 3 in the world. But before we let you go, Bobby, who do you think is ranked 2 and 1?
Let's go Judge and Ohtani.
Wow, Bobby really is a student of the game, isn't he? Yes, he's right. It's Judge and Ohtani. Or is it Ohtani and Judge? Who's the number 1 player in the world? Find out next. We've been doing this exercise since 2011 when Albert Pujols was the best player on the planet. Then it was Matt Kemp. And Mike Trout took over the list, so Clayton Kershaw injected himself into it. Back to Trout, then Shohei. Hey, welcome Ronald Acuna Jr. But we're down to just 2. Is it Judge or Ohtani? Or is it Ohtani and Judge?
Number 2.
Aaron Judge is the greatest, most prolific home run hitter in baseball.
We're looking at history right here.
He's going to go down as the greatest Yankee of all time.
See ya! Fastest to 350 in baseball history.
He's too good to be true right now.
An amazing season continues for the Yankee captain.
The big fella comes through. Hey now!
Flight 50 is landed. 50 home runs for the 4th season of his career.
If it's fair, it's his moment. Judge has arrived.
He is everything that is good about the game of baseball.
Number 1.
Ohtani! Inevitable! Oh my goodness!
He does both sides of the baseball at elite levels.
Shohei Ohtani, the stuff of legend! Ohtani drops jaws everywhere. He gives the people what they came to see. Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! Wow! What a show! He is incredible! Another Shohei Ohtani moment.
The greatest player to ever play this game.
Shohei Ohtani, the number 1 player in the world, once again. I can actually hear the eyebrows being raised in the Bronx by so many Yankee fans. Like, really? Seriously? Aaron Judge? Okay, Cliff, explain in a very efficient way why it's Ohtani by a mile.
So when you think about going out there and doing your thing every single day, you think about, as a hitter, you think about just, being productive, coming through. But when you do what he did in one day, we as hitters in one game, this is what we can't do as hitters. So look at the split screen. So you're thinking this is a week, right? So he had 10 punches on the left. I mean, this is wiffle ball stuff. And then he hits 3 solos on the right. Now, like I said, as a hitter, yes, Aaron Judge can do that. But on the left side, Aaron Judge can't do this.
6 scoreless, 10 strikeouts.
This is it. I mean, check swings, uncomfortable at hacks. And he's hopping off the mound with this exuberance, and then you have him going over here to his boys, shaking hands around the pillows. I'm like, come on, bro.
Then that's a playoff game against a team that almost won 100 games.
Period.
I mean, listen, it's like science fiction. Like, he's not real.
I'm telling you.
He's not real. In our life, we never thought we'd see anything like this.
We've seen a lot of guys hit. So you go down to the cage, and you're hitting, and then you see switch hitters. And then you see those guys go on the left side and the right side. But then he goes down to the bullpen. Does he even go down to the bullpen? Does he even do that?
Right. I will say this. We're watching Ohtani here. As we were going back and forth, and you heard the different voices when we revealed Judge and then Ohtani. We've heard all of the great compliments for Shohei Ohtani. but I heard, I believe, Jake Peavy's voice say that Aaron Judge is going to end up being the greatest Yankee of all time. I was taken aback by that, but you weren't.
Yeah. No, not at all. I completely agree with them. I mean, look, you look at what Aaron Judge has done. He's arguably the best right-handed hitter to ever play the game. I don't think there's any question about that. You can take a look at a 4-year span for Aaron Judge and look at the comparisons of the guys on the list with him when you start looking at OPS plus. And so, yeah, Barry Bonds, well, we know that maybe that was supplemented in some way. And Babe Ruth in front of him as well. But you know, you got Ted Williams behind you, Mickey Mantle behind you. But here's the thing about Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth had, you know, the great season, 714 home runs. Remember, he hit 60 home runs in 1927. He faced 64 pitchers in that season. In 154 games, he faced 64 pitchers. When Maris hit 61, he faced 101 pitchers. Look at where the game is today. Aaron Judge hit 62 home runs. He faced 256 different pitchers in that season. All of them throwing 98, 99, where they didn't do that back then. And think about, even with Babe Ruth in his year, he didn't face some of the best pitchers in the Negro Leagues, so his numbers were enhanced because of that. I'm telling you, Aaron Judge will go down in history as the greatest New York Yankee.
Look at that.
So he's number 2 on this list, but he will be the greatest Yankee in history.
Wow. Didn't Babe Ruth out-homer major league teams in single seasons?
I mean, he faced 64 pitchers in a season. Think about that. You're facing guys 2, 3, 4 times a game.
I know.
And multiple times during the season.
How many times did Babe Ruth have an iPad in the dugout looking at the pitcher?
Stop that.
He didn't need it because he knew the guy that was pitching against him. He had seen him over and over and over again.
I've never seen Aaron Judge look at an iPad, to be honest with you.
That's a good point.
I give him his flowers because and I'll say this, if I was a manager and I was going against Aaron Judge, he would never have an at-bat. Like that, because I'm going to always say, who's behind him? Who's behind him?
Cody Bellinger's got to beat me.
Well, that's it. Well, and even when you would look at most times, they're always hitting in front of him. Like Cody Bellinger's going to hit in front of him. Then you're going to have, you know, Juan Soto hit in front of him. He's always protecting the other star. And I think when you look at his numbers, I'm saying to myself, somebody else going to have to beat me, and he gets a chance every single night to beat you, and he comes through.
I do think the best way to protect a hitter is by who is in front of him. You need runners on base so that there's no base to put him on. The guy behind him doesn't matter because here's the thing. I'm always going to want to pitch to that guy instead of Aaron Judge, so you need base runners on, and that's what the Yankees need.
Researchers got it right. I mean, it's Ohtani 1, and then it's Judge, right?
It is, yeah. I think the pitching part of it makes the difference.
This man pitches.
You did a great job showing me. You're absolutely right. So, again, not a ton of drama at the top of the list, but I do think we learned a lot in this installment, the final installment of the 2026 edition of the Top 100 Players right now. A recap of what we saw over the past hour. Vladdy moves up a couple spots to 10. Then it's Corbin Carroll. Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens not in the top 5. Some of us thought maybe a pitcher should have been in there. Soto, despite almost going 40-40, slides to number 6. Jose Ramirez has never been closer to number 1. Of 55 spots, Cal Raleigh from last year. Bobby Witt's 3. Then it's Judge and Ohtani. Now, World Championship formula. What am I talking about? What have we learned from doing this list? Find out after the break. Well, like I said, there really is no surprise at the top of our list. Shohei Ohtani is the best player on the planet. Then it's Judge. Bobby Witt, you can have a conversation there. Cal Raleigh of 55 spots from last year. I think our research department this year did a tremendous job putting this list together. A couple of egregious mistakes, but I'll talk to them after the show. I will say this. They've figured out a formula over the years of what it takes to win a World Series. Just like recently. What we have found through our research department putting this list together year in and year out, you need at least 5 top 100 players from our list. So you can't think of a rookie that breaks out and plays like a top 100 player. You need 5 players off our list going into October 1st to win the World Series. So based on that criteria, as you see all these top 100 players celebrating a World Championship for the Los Angeles Dodgers as they did it back-to-back years, as we wrap up this edition of the Top 100 Players right now, I think it's important to show the fan bases who has a chance, as of right now, to win the World Series. And Steve, I don't know if you buy the formula, but you're looking at the teams that have what it takes, as of right now, to win it all.
I do buy the formula. I think it makes a lot of sense. Why wouldn't it, right? Impact talent is what you need, and then ideally payroll to build in depth That's sort of the Dodgers formula. They've been at the top of that list and continue to do so. But all these teams, to me, absolutely are contenders to win a World Series.
And if you're a team like the Seattle Mariners, you're overjoyed that you already have what it takes. Now, if you're at home going, wait a minute, October 1st, why are you saying that? Clip, you can go acquire a top 100 player. And here are teams that are just short of that 5 top 100 player criteria that you're looking for that they could add at the deadline and put them over the top.
Well, you can get healthier when you look at the Astros, but when you think it's about some of these other teams, for me, it's about maybe somebody stepping up, maybe finding that diamond in the rough type player to get you to 5 and get you on the other side. That, to me, is getting you over the hump and trying to figure that out.
When I look at this grouping right here of players just short of the 5 players needed to win the World Series, there's one team that's standing out to me. And, Steve, it's the Kansas City Royals. They're only one top 100 player away from getting to the threshold that we believe is what it takes to win a world championship.
Yeah, so what I like about this is, right, so when you have impact players, they tend to be predictable. Right, they're the guys who are the stars that you build your team around. So you need those guys to be productive. Then you want to add to it at the trade deadline. I could see the Kansas City Royals in that very winnable AL Central be there at the deadline with a position to make a big move, get ownership approval to do it, bring in another impact player. And in addition to that, you want your young guys to grow and develop. So the Jack Cagliones and guys like that, and you know, to be able to make that big step forward. And so the formula's there. Go out and get it done.
What's more shocking, that Shohei Ohtani is not the #1 player on next year's show, or before opening day, the Dodgers acquire 2 more top 100 players and have 10 instead of 8?
Say the Dodgers.
Well, once again, it's Ohtani, and then it's Judge for Phillips, Floyd. I'm Amsinger. Thank you so much for watching the 2026 edition of the Top 100 Players right now.